guys, I'm back. Today I'll show you how to do suya. Basically, suya, if you don't know, is just like beef jerky but not too dry. So it's just beef on a skewer with some seasoning in it, and you put it on the barbecue. I think that's, but there's a secret ingredient that makes it make them call it suya and not just barbecued beef. So here I've got beef, thinly sliced beef. I've just sliced all my beef. Then some people just put only salt and pepper to season it, but I like to really season it for all the flavors to come out. So I'm putting my top 5 seasoning, which is salt, stock cube, onions, garlic, and ginger. Okay, those are my top 5. That's what I put in most recipes. So I'll put that into my meat to marinate it properly. Then just for color, I'll put some smoked paprika. Okay, and you can add turmeric. I think I have turmeric somewhere. Yeah, you can add turmeric if you like, but it's not compulsory. But the secret ingredients for suya is the suya pepper. This one you get in most African stores or Nigerian stores.
In the diaspora, you might not be able to get your hands easily on suya pepper, but another alternative is to use ground kuli, preferably spicy kuli. So if you can find that in the African stores, then you just get it and use a dry blender to blend it, and you get suya pepper or something very close to it. You're welcome.
In Nigeria, it's everywhere you can find suya pepper. If you just go to any of the Hausa guys that sell suya, they'll sell you some suya pepper. Or you go to the market, even the slaughter markets, or just any market, you get suya pepper if you ask around. So this suya pepper does have some seasoning in it, so you have to be careful when you're seasoning your meat. You don't want to over season it, because the suya pepper, I think, is made up of pepper, ground nuts, onion powder, and some other seasoning. I don't know all the recipe or the secret they have in it. For onion, if you have onion powder, it's best to use onion powder, but I don't, so I just grated my onions. Or you can blend your onions. So I'll just go straight. I'll put the salt in, a little bit of salt. As I said, the suya pepper has seasoning, stock cube. You try and, I still have a little bit of, try and make sure I've given my hand a good wash, because I want to massage. I'm putting in onions, and this is some garlic granules, ginger powder goes in. Then I'll put my paprika. Just put all the seasoning in. There's no need to put one and mix it, and put one and mix it. That's just time consuming. So you put that in, then you give it a proper massage. You want the meat to be well marinated. Make sure your hand is washed thoroughly before you do this. So once you do that, and then you can put a little bit of vegetable oil, like 2 tablespoons in, because it will help when you're barbecuing the meat, to help the meat not to dry out. Okay, so I'm going to get 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil, or you can do it while the meat is on the barbecue
or oven grill.
Put 2 tablespoons or 1.5 in. Then you just give it another little mix, and then you just keep it to marinate. I'm going to get the J's to help me. I bet they'll enjoy it, but I'll let them put the meat on the skewers. Some people don't have the wooden skewers, they've got the metal ones. You can use those as well. Or yeah, if you can manage to do it, you can actually do suya without the skewers. You can put it just directly on the grill, but it's quite tricky to handle it or to flip it over because of how thinly sliced the beef is. So that's why I prefer to use the skewers. Okay, so that's it. So I won't put the suya pepper now. If you like it really spicy, you can add dried chili, powdered chili in here right now, but because the Jays are going to eat this, I will not put that. I'll just use only the Suya pepper. It's quite mild. The Suya pepper is not spicy at all, so if you're scared of too much spice in your food, then you're okay with this, just the Suya pepper. If you like a lot of spice, you can add some Scotch bonnet or ground chili. I'll show you how I do one of it before I call them. Putting the beef on the stick, you dab the Suya pepper on the beef. So I don't put it right now. There's no right or wrong way to put your beef on the skewer, but you see how thin it is? It's actually very flabby, but it's okay. When you put it on the barbecue, you can actually turn it around, okay? There are different shapes, there are different sizes, so it doesn't really matter if you were through it. If it's not going properly because of how thin it is, you can do it in a zigzag motion. So in, out, in. I cut it thinly because I want it to cook really fast and to cook through, because you don't want to have meat that is not properly cooked. So for this, you can see it's really flat. It can't go through the meat, so I'll just go up, down, down. Okay, you can put as little or as many as you want on the skewer. So I think that should do, because I want enough space to be able to hold the skewer without burning my hands. That's one done. I'll just lay it on a tray.
So we're actually pretending to be cavemen today. We're going to make our own dinner.
Yes.
And we're going to roast it out here. Jamie's like, I thought you said you just pass it through. Jamie is the pro. Jamie, you have to start from the end because those ones are dangling now, isn't it? So you should have started from the very end. See the way JC was holding it. Just why are you holding it like that? Why? You don't want...
Case my hand was better.
But you want to eat meat. But you don't want your hand to get dirty. So the Jays have finished putting the meat on the skewer. Now, they didn't do it the way I would have loved to do it, but yeah, it's just children, so I'll take it like that. I'll just put the Suya pepper all over. So basically, it's just a case of spreading, because that's why I like to do it when the meat is already on the skewer, because then it touches every single piece of meat properly. After you've just spread it all over the meat, look at that, it's already looking like suya. Then you can just dab it, so make sure it touches both the front and the back of each skewer. I'll add a lot more because I want it to get to every single piece of meat. So that's what you do, you just dab it like that. Make sure it's sunk in. So see, like that bit doesn't have any Suya pepper. We need to make sure we give it some love. I did about the Suya.
Yeah.
Why? It's different, right?
Yeah.
It's different from burgers that we always have on the barbecue, right? Hopefully, it will taste as good as it looks. It's just cooking now. Oh, I love it. This is going to be real good. Because the first time I tried Suya, I did it in my grill. I didn't actually do it in the barbecue. So I'm very excited. So the Suya is ready. Really nice. So we just need to dig in now. You actually look like a mallam. You actually look like a mallam from this angle. You look like a professional advocate. Suya man. Not even Musa no go see for gate. Advocate, can I have Suya? This Suya sweet at all? Can I have testing? I will not say tasting, I will say testing. Can I have?
It's too spicy for you, Jessica.